I'm quite handsome and I'm playing Space Haven Alpha 17. Uh, this would probably be episode 4 of my Let's Play. Uh, just a simple game, trying to learn it and develop a strategy going forward. Last time we finally left the mining station with our ship, you can see here. We found a civilian starbase that we traded with and selected some asteroids to begin mining. Let's wake the ship up, turn it on. Ah, yes. I began building the point defense turrets. We need some sort of defenses for our ship going forward. We have navigation, operations, research lab. I believe I said research. Yes, I did. Botany 2, excellent. So that'll be developed. One thing, well, there's lots of things we haven't developed yet. We don't have a food industry. Now, it looks like we have food for a little while. So we will hopefully be able to buy ourselves enough time before we run out of food to actually set up a food industry and support our crew members. Why don't we unfreeze the game? We can see what's going on. We have a building shuttle off this building pod going and docking. We can see expanding the base of our ship so that we can add more engines on. One thing I'm noticing is this ship is rather dark right now. Let's see if we can fix this. We're in furniture. I believe that Lenora stands here to use the recycler. Let's see if we can get the recycler running. Now they're working on building the point defense turrets. Well, that's important too. Maybe speed it up a little bit more. They're just loading up the recycler. Loading up the recycler. Come on, go and run the recycler. I guess only Lenora can, and she's sleeping. Almost fully expanded. Perfect. At very least we can do is begin building the next hyperdrive engine. That way we won't be overweight for our next jump. Nope, she stands right there to run it. Okay. We're gonna give her some light. We gave her some lights. We got point defense. We have engine ready to be built. We are progressing. Let's continue expanding the ship. While we do need another engine to pull it, I believe last time we completed research on the energy refinery. This is what we're going to need to turn the Energium into energy rods, which are reactor needs. Power core right here needs those, and also Hyperium into hyperfuel. So we will need that for the more advanced hyper engines. If we look, this produces heat and hazardous gases. So I had intended to stick it right next to the recycler. If we look at this area, you can see this is cut off. This is showing vents, but that's not really vents. This is the airlock door where there's some spacesuits that they can wear when they go in here. So this area, toxic gases that get released can be collected by the scrubber and pulled out. We really want people wearing spacesuits in here so they don't ever inhale toxic gases. But Lenora doesn't do that yet. Let's look at hazardous gases. Now everything looks green as the recycler runs. I think it spits out little bits of hazardous gases, but we weren't able to witness it. Alright, let's get to expanding so we can build the new construction. Activate sketch. This is another 3x3, 4x3 maybe construction. I'm going to stick it right here. It throws off heat, so our thermal regulator will be put to use when it's run, and in this area the gases will be contained. So hopefully they will begin expanding that section of the ship. And that is done. We can go straight to the energy refinery, stick it in place, and we're short a couple infra blocks, but that's okay. They'll build them over time or run them through the recycler. Infra blocks, we've got 13 in the pipe. Each one of these is about half an infra block, and we got 26 infra scrap to actually process. So we should be okay. Let's see. Got crew members working, crew members sleeping. Got some mining going on. One of the things I noticed last time was this section here is a bit of a dead end. There doesn't appear to be a hyperlane out of this sector. If we look up here, there's hyperlanes out of here, up there, but over here there's no hyperlanes. So we can jump, end up here, mine certain resources, check the derelict ship, and on our way back out, we'll have another opportunity to mine whatever is in here without really going out of our way. So I'm going to hold off a little bit on building the facilities to collect the more complicated ores. Hopefully I can get more materials through the other derelict ship and expand this ship more, giving us more ability to not stretch ourselves so thin as we actually expand the ship. I think I can... Let's do this just a little bit at a time. Activate, activate, and activate. I'm not sure how much building material we have. CO2 producer, excellent. So I'm going to go slow in production, making sure that the ship is entirely connected as they fill stuff in. Let's do this again. Should be enough there. Alright, we're going to make sure that this is turned as the high priority construction, and we're going to look at the next resource machine. Here, the big thing this does is it processes these more complicated ores into things we can use. It also needs the high capacity power grid. It produces some heat, so we will have to deal with that. But for right now, I will just place it here and check out life support. Let's give it a thermal regulator. Let's actually move it over one. And then stick the thermal regulator right here. This part of the ship is apparently very cold. Stick another thermal regulator over there. Try and heat this part up. Oh. That was the point defense coming online. Energy rods. If we have less than 5, they'll make them. Hyperfuel. If we have less than 5, make it. This rule will keep us hopefully supplied with hyperfuel and energy rods. As you can see here, half an energy room makes an energy rod. So if we just converted all of the material into energy rods, we would take this 40 and get 80 energy rods, and we would start filling up our cargo capacity. Same with the hyperfuel, it doubles the amount of items. Since these measure items, we don't want too many items, we don't want to process too much. When you run the recycler, it's a bit different, where one of these makes less than 1 item's worth of material. Really, I believe this is the state with, it's the state with everything in the recyclers. So you want to run the recycler as much as you can. It's more efficient to recycle all that material, where the energy refinery, it's more efficient to not refine that material. Okay, we have mined everything that's available there. I believe these missions, they just want us to deliver cargo, which we're not interested in. They want to feed us food, we're not interested in. We already purchased what we were interested in getting from them, so we can leave this sector. Now, we're still overweight. Hopefully we'll solve that in the next sector. Now, there will be some mining that has to be done. We're just going to stick in the center here. I'll keep us in the very center and deploy. Now, the primary team, I'll send them out in the morning. It's to go and check on the ship. Actually, I'm not going to wait till morning. I'm going to send them out now. We are in a asteroid hazard area, which means asteroids come through here. They'll hit the ship or the derelict starbase and ruin it. And I'd rather get the materials rather than have those materials ruined. So first things first, let's draft our team and send them in. They're a little tired, especially Kalen, low on energy, but it is what it is. Let's look here first. I go to the docking port, as I said. Gives them an ability to collect oxygen from there later, and the ship will return there anyway. Might as well start out there. Alright, move them to just outside the door, and they will usually position someone in the doorway to actually pop the door open for us. And it keeps everyone more or less grouped together in case we run into something we need to shoot, like that bug. Kendall. Oh, okay. There looked like something here. Kendall, come over here. Alright, everyone, turn around. Shoot the bug that's behind us. Apparently the bugs are this way. We're gonna pull everyone back a little bit. Really separating. Fly across the gap. Alright, now if I tell everyone to shoot, some of them are just going to end up shooting the door. So, the ones that have a line on it, I'll tell to shoot. Let's get everyone in the walkway. Then they're lined up and they shoot. Let's continue drafted. It automatically applies to the game. We can look around. Doesn't look like there's anything we want to pick up. So we will just send them back to the shuttle. Zoom out. Grab this and select everything. Not the human foot, so hold shift to select that and transfer it. And then grab everything to start scrapping. I don't know why the whole team's not moving. Go to the shuttle. Kendall, Diesel. Bringing up the rear. Okay. Only one place to enter. We will see how well this works. Speed up time. Get the shuttle over here a little quicker. Come on. Oh, bug. Didn't see him. I told people to start moving. Okay, apparently they see things to shoot at. Alright, you guys are not hitting anything. Alright, shoot that bug. shoot that bug. Or, you know, miss him a bunch. That works too. I mean, by works, I mean it's not what I want you to do at all. Come over here, draw him out. What are you shooting at? Hit this bug. I swear when I tell them to shoot things, they shoot random things sometimes. Come on, move through the ship. Diesel got bit. This is fish in a barrel. They can't even get to me. We're gonna undraft all. I'm gonna turn and redraft because there's stuff to pick up. Then we're going to, again, select everything except the foot, pull it all over, and claim everything for salvage. Strip it down. Not going to bother getting the mining stuff done just yet. It's a little bit lower priority than stripping the ships. Like I said, they're taking meteor damage. Or I guess I should say asteroid damage. So undraft and speed up. Okay. This is pretty much a rinse and repeat process. They will go through, they're deconstructing over here, collecting materials and scrap and dumping it in the airlock and expanding the ship. Apparently also going around and hopefully repairing this stuff. Increased risk of accident. Let's do toxic chemicals. Don't have toxic chemicals. Oxygen. No oxygen in there. And temperature wise, it's still cold on this section of the ship, but we'll warm it up eventually. One of the things that I wasn't researching, but I probably should, is the medical beds. And I think I went past it already. Medical bed research. And this to me is more important than the scanner. See, everyone's hard at work, so we'll just let them go. What other tasks are there? I don't want to give construction tasks more than they already have, because the crew that are ripping down the ships are the same crew that would do construction tasks, build the ship, anything like that. I'd rather they focus instead on tearing down the derelict ships. We have an activity here that says we cannot make hyperfuel. We are aware of that. It is Lenora, who still only has rank 3 industry, so she can't make hyperfuel or the energy rods. If we look at her, yeah, she's a little bit more than halfway through industry 3. She needs to get a little bit better. How is Bruce doing with botany? He's halfway through 4. So when we actually can expand and start growing our food, it will be advantageous. He can grow a lot. He can grow at least the fruit and vegetables, and yeah, the fruits and the potatoes, root vegetables. He won't be able to grow nuts right off the bat. That's okay. Bruce did a little research, does maybe some logistics. No idea where Lenora is. Oh, she's out there. Well, she's sleeping now. We're getting ready. Still just ripping everything down. So at this point, we have a functioning ship. We are slowly expanding, building, gaining more resources, and there's some things coming down the line which will be difficult to deal with. We don't have necessarily, we've got a lot of ice. We don't have a way to turn that into purified water yet. We will eventually build a water purifier to handle that. We don't have the agricultural stuff yet. Again, we have some food, so it's not a super high priority. We can see we've got the kitchen's fairly well stocked. So, like I said, we have a little bit of time just to build up the ship. And that is the basics, I would say, at this point. I'm surprised this has gone so incredibly easy at this point. I've been very lucky. Haven't run into pirates or slavers, not that they're bad targets at this point. We'd be neutral with both of them, so they wouldn't attack us immediately. Although I would be very tempted to attack them. It's actually one of the ways that you can get crew is by attacking them, taking their ship, converting their people, and then adding them to your crew. So if we zoom in here, we can see an asteroid flying. It missed the station. Okay. Did it miss the station? Missed it there. Maybe you'll hit it over here. Yep. Went through, hit the station. This is why we're over here salvaging them as fast as we can right now. To cut down on stuff that would get destroyed by asteroids like that. Sometimes you'll park, like we are probably parked with the way that asteroid moved, we would probably end up defending this ship from damage as asteroids would travel close to our ship before they hit this one. I don't know that we're in that good of a line. At some point, once we have a bigger footprint, more defenses, we'll really be able to shield stuff. Not that that's the intention, but it would be a perk. Did they finish this already? Just the foot and a little bit of stuff there. Running the recycler. Diesel's going to fix it. There's a fire. Where is the fire? There's a fire in here. It's claiming. I don't see a fire. There's no oxygen. You can't have fire. That's fake news. Which that was sort of the intention of sticking them in this oxygen deprived room. Another accident. The downside is while they're in a spacesuit, they're a little bit more accident prone. If we look at Lenora at this point, 13%. You can see part of that's coming from the spacesuit. Part of it's, a good section of that is coming from the fact that she's a psychopath. It is what it is. Maybe I didn't want my industrial crew member to be a psychopath, but live and learn. Over here, this is finally done, so when we do select mining, we can, I will show, actually select the basic ore and the exotic ore to finally be processed and brought back. I don't think this is going to be, oh, that did, it got close enough to the ship to be shot at by the point defense, which apparently changed some of its direction towards the ship that we're currently trying to salvage. Good job, guys. Good job. Just, why is she continuing to work on this machine? I guess she should be. It's just annoying. Yeah, it's gonna be days and days till she actually has the skill to make the hyperfuel. So we just wait. There you go. And actually, I think I may call this episode. We'll pick this up again once we've mined this sector and jump to the next one. So have a safe adventure, and I will see everyone later. Bye.